Will Toy Story 5 be the first Toy Story movie without Woody and Buzz together?
What?
Toy Story 4 ended with a heart-wrenching conclusion, leaving us wondering if that would be the last time we'd see Woody for good. At least that's what practically everyone thought until Toy Story 5 was announced. And that's exactly one of the mysteries we're trying to unravel to bring to you here today. But we also have many theories, details, and even news involving Andy, the toy's original owner from Toy Story, and all the toys he's had. Many of us grew up watching how Woody and Buzz, once rivals and now best friends, carried out thrilling rescues and sensational adventures. And it all seemed to come to an end when Woody decided to live alongside Bo Peep and be a lost toy, letting his friends go back to Bonnie without him. But a shocking twist occurred when Pixar announced that not only would Toy Story have a fifth film, but imagine this, both Woody and Buzz would be back in this new production. The question that has intrigued fans is, how will this happen after all? Because as we mentioned, in Toy Story 4, the paths of the two friends separated in a way that seemed definitive. But from what we have discovered so far, Pixar's plan is quite bold and involves many surprises and even other characters that we thought we would never see again. Undoubtedly, the Toy Story films are a part of almost every child's childhood. Moreover, the franchise was responsible for revolutionizing the history of animated films, because without it, Pixar certainly wouldn't be the mega film production company it is today. 1995, 1999, 2010, 2019 were the years when the Toy Story films were released, bringing joy and fun to each of these generations of children. Listening to this song usually brings back great memories.
You're my favorite deputy.
You got a friend in me.
And knowing this, Pixar is once again betting on the dynamic duo of Woody and Buzz to bring millions of people to the theaters. Not only children, but also adults who have grown up and are still big fans of this group of toys that come to life and always help each other in super risky missions. The truth is that, officially, Pixar has not yet revealed details of how the plot of Buzz and Woody's next adventure will be. But recently, a supposed version of the script may have leaked with lots of cool information that can show us how the story of this next Toy Story film will truly be. In addition, some very interesting theories have emerged, and we have gathered the most sensible information and will tell you everything. One of the trademarks of the Toy Story franchise is that it always delivers practically perfect and happy endings, even though this last one saw the separation of the greatest pair of friends and toys of all. In this story mixed with theory that has been circulating on the internet, Andy, the former owner of all the toys, has already become an adult and graduated from the college he traveled to before leaving his toy box with Bonnie. In this new phase of life, Andy would have already gotten married and his wife would be expecting their first baby. At the same time, Bonnie would be growing up, and since girls mature faster than boys, she decides it's time to do the same thing Andy did, pass on her toys to someone who would take better care of them. And who better to do that than Andy himself, the previous owner, right? So Bonnie returns a box of toys to the now future father, Andy, but he becomes sad when he realizes that Woody is no longer there, which leads the group of toys to go after Woody and Bo Peep to become a complete group for Andy once again. And since the future father would be busy with the birth of his baby, this would be the ideal time for the toys to go after the lost toys, with Woody now being a part of them. The main saga of the team would be to find the group, but mainly Woody and Bo Peep, which would certainly not be easy. Meanwhile, Woody and his beloved would be on their mission as lost toys, looking for new owners for those toys that have no children to play with them. Perhaps they are still even in the same place where they said goodbye to Buzz and the others in Toy Story 4. And at the same time, they would need to hide from a villain while carrying out this rescue mission led by Buzz in search of his best friend. As you notice, every Toy Story film needs a villain, and that's where the surprise may appear. But before we reveal the information we have about this possible next villain, if you're enjoying this video, comment down below, #toy, so we know that you also enjoy or have enjoyed playing. Regarding the villain, those who watched the first Toy Story movies surely know that the first enemy introduced in the animation was a wicked boy named Sid Phillips, who would destroy and break toys for fun, until his broken and mutilated toys appeared to him, and Woody gave him a big scare. But he, Sid, is the only human who knows that toys come to life and communicate. That was all in the first Toy Story movie, but what few people know is that Sid possibly appeared in the third film, albeit in a very subtle and discreet way. He is none other than the Garbage Man, who appears in the scene where Woody is trying to rescue Buzz and the other toys from the garbage truck. The skull symbol t-shirt is simply identical to the one worn by little Sid, who used to destroy toys. And everyone knows that in Pixar, there are no coincidences, right? The fact is that Sid would become a traumatized adult who carries all the memories of those toys that surrounded him and threatened him. And, of course, no one believes his story because he is the only one in the entire Toy Story history who witnessed toys come into life. This would make him one of those guys considered eccentric with far-fetched theories, but at the same time, he would seek to expose the secret of the toys at any cost. In other words, while the group is in search of Woody, they would also have to deal with Sid's pursuit, whose sole objective is to show the whole world how he is not only not crazy, but also how all the toys in the world have a life of their own, making it his personal mission in life. If this is indeed the story, at the end, after escaping from Sid and his pursuit, and who knows, maybe even helping him become a better person, all the toys will be reunited. Andy, now with his little baby in his arms, introduces his friends to his heir, and in the coming years they will be the toys for this little child. And maybe even Andy can play with them again, along with his baby, showing how they work and the best way to use them so they don't break, ensuring that they last for many, many more years. After all, it has been 28 years since the first film was released. A heck of a long time, don't you agree? Speaking of technical aspects, the direction of Toy Story 5 is still a big mystery since the initial trilogy of the film was directed by the brilliant John Lasseter, who then passed the baton to Josh Cooley, who also did a great job on Toy Story 4, released in 2019. But Josh recently left Pixar to direct an animated Transformers film for Paramount, which will be released in 2024, so he will certainly not be the director of the next Toy Story installment. But someone who is confirmed for this new film is the original voice actor of Buzz, the actor and comedian Tim Allen, the same voice actor who has been accompanying the character for over 20 years since the release of the first film. He himself confirmed the information on Twitter some time ago. In addition to him, the voice actor for Woody, who is none other than Hollywood superstar Tom Hanks, has also been portraying the toy sheriff for over 20 years. However, there is still no confirmation as to whether he will return to voice the cowboy once again. But it is certainly something we can count on happening because Pixar will surely invest a lot in this project. The thing is, if we add up the other 4 films and also include the film Lightyear, the Toy Story franchise's box office exceeds $3.2 billion, which is an incredible number and demonstrates how successful this brand is. And what about the release date for Toy Story 5? You may be wondering, the fact is that animated films usually require a lot of production and creation time. For example, the first Inside Out film took 7 years to be completed. Toy Story 4 itself took a few years to finalize. However, Disney Pixar has a release schedule that has some dates already reserved for films, but without the names of the movies announced. They are June 2025 and March and June 2026. Animation experts believe that Toy Story will likely be released on that last date in June 2026. But you never know, right? Who knows? The film may come out as early as 2025, as it would be the exact year when the franchise celebrates its 30th anniversary. And it would be epic to have a release celebrating that date. After all, having hope doesn't cost anything. Whatever the date may be, there is certainly a lot of anticipation for Toy Story 5 to make a big splash after its release. And we hope that there will be many good things to say about this upcoming animation. In the meantime, we will be attentive to any news that is released about the film in the next announcements and information from Disney and Pixar. These are the details, information, and theories we know about Toy Story 5, the next film in this extraordinary franchise. Comment down below if you've already watched Toy Story and if you're excited for this next film. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to not miss the upcoming videos. Until next time, bye-bye!